No signal, no noise, no escape. That's what most people think when they're out here, completely cut off. But is it really something to fear, or is it something we've forgotten how to appreciate? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're in the heart of Montana, surrounded by nothing but mountains and the sound of the wind. I haven't had a single bar of cell service for 3 days. No notifications, no emails, no endless scrolling. Just silence. And honestly, it's one of the most profound experiences you can have. At first, it's jarring. You reach for your phone out of habit. That little dopamine-seeking reflex we've all developed. You feel a phantom buzz in your pocket. There's a weird sense of emptiness, like a part of you is missing. Your brain craves the constant stimulation it's used to the pings, the updates, the feeling of being connected to everyone, all the time. But when that connection is severed, something else starts to happen. Your senses wake up. You start to notice things you'd normally filter out. The way the wind whispers through the pines isn't just one sound. It's 100 different conversations. You hear the rustle of a squirrel in the undergrowth, the distant call of a hawk circling high above. The air itself feels different, crisp, clean, and full of life. It's not an empty silence. It's a silence that's absolutely packed with information, just not the digital kind. This kind of quiet forces you to be present. You can't distract yourself with what's happening 1,000 miles away. You have to be right here, right now. Your thoughts, which are usually a chaotic jumble, start to settle. The anxieties, the to-do lists, the constant mental chatter, they begin to fade. It's like letting a dusty glass of water sit until all the sediment sinks to the bottom, leaving you with clarity. I think that's what scares people. It's not the lack of noise from the outside world. It's the sudden volume of the noise from within. When you strip away all the external distractions, you're left alone with yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your unresolved issues. There's nowhere to run. You have to face them. For many, that's a terrifying prospect. We use noise as a shield, a buffer between us and our own minds. But if you can push through that initial discomfort, you find something incredible on the other side. You find peace. You start to hear your own voice again. Not the one that's influenced by social media trends or the expectations of others, but your true, authentic, inner voice. You remember what you actually care about, what brings you joy, what your real priorities are. It's a reset button for the soul. Think about our ancestors. For thousands of years, this was the norm. Silence wasn't a luxury. It was just life. They were deeply connected to the natural world because they had to be. Their survival depended on listening to the environment. We've lost that connection in just a few generations. We've traded the symphony of the wilderness for the cacophony of the digital age. I spent the afternoon just sitting by this creek. I watched the water flow over the rocks, listened to its gentle rhythm. I didn't have a podcast playing or music in my ears. I was just there. And in that simplicity, I felt more connected and more alive than I have in a long time. It's moments like these that remind you what's real. The mountains don't care about your follower count. The river doesn't judge your career progress. Natur justis. And it invites you to just be, too. This experience isn't about escaping reality. It's about finding a deeper, more fundamental reality. It's about remembering that we are a part of this natural world, not separate from it. The silence isn't empty. It's full of answers, if you're willing to listen. Of course, I'm not saying everyone should abandon their lives and move to a cabin in the woods, but I do think we could all benefit from intentionally seeking out silence. Maybe it's turning off your phone for a few hours. Maybe it's going for a walk in a park without headphones. Maybe it's just sitting in a quiet room for 10 minutes and letting your thoughts settle. The silence that scares most people is also the silence that can heal them. It's a powerful tool for self-discovery and mental clarity. It's a reminder that sometimes the most important conversations are the ones we have with ourselves, with no one else listening. So next time you find yourself somewhere with no signal, don't panic. Don't see it as a problem. See it as an opportunity, an invitation to disconnect from the noise and reconnect with yourself. Embrace the silence. Listen to what it has to tell you. You might be surprised by what you hear. Thanks for joining me on this journey. See you in the next one.